Eighth graders, so here are your directions for Tuesday the 9th and Wednesday the 10th for those that I see on Wednesday. So first you're going to open up your agenda, and the first thing that you should be doing is your bell ringer. Keep in mind, you should be doing this right when you start class. You just should not have to wait for me to say, open up the bell ringer. So you're going to do your bell ringer. When you're done with that, hit submit. While we're waiting, you can be reviewing your new 5 elements, because keep in mind, that quiz is on Thursday or Friday. Once we're done with our bell ringers, we are going to move towards just a refresher on our how to do a CER. Remember that there is a folder with all CER hints and tools on your agenda. But when you click this, and we'll talk about this, but overall, when you're writing a CER, your claim, okay, should not have the words yes or no. Your claim should not explain or give any details. It should be as simple as possible. You're answering the question like I've never seen it before. So for example, is sand a mixture? I would write, sand is a mixture. I am answering the question and I am pretending that I have never seen the question before. So when I read that claim, sand is a mixture, I know that the question was, is it a mixture? Yes or no? Okay, so it's a simple sentence. Then for your evidence, you are providing at least 3 pieces of evidence. This evidence should come from the readings that you're doing. Even if we did something in class, you can be pulling evidence from class. But if it says pull from an article, you need to make sure you're pulling evidence from an article. 3 pieces. And it prior knowledge, anything tangible that you can see. Okay. This should be bullet point, and it does not need to be complete sentences. So just give me facts, bullet points. You're not explaining anything. Your evidence should always relate to your claim. It should not be the opposite. So if I said sand is a mixture, all my pieces of evidence should have everything that explains points of evidence that why sand's a mixture, not why it isn't. And then you write your claim where your reasoning. You restate your claim. So I know what we're talking about, sand is a mixture. And then you provide your evidence. This is why, or this is your why. Why did you use these pieces of evidence? How does it tie into your claim? This is where you can bring in notes. This is where you use your science vocabulary, your science words and definitions, thinking like a scientist. And then you end your claim. So it's a simple, well-written paragraph. So we are going to be doing our third benchmark, which will be linked. So once they're linked, you'll just click your period and it'll bring you up to your writing benchmark, which is a CER. And on this benchmark, it says a scientist accidentally deleted the names to his atomic structure drawings. He thinks the atomic structure below belongs to potassium, which is K. Using the periodic table and what you have learned about atomic structure as evidence, answer the following question. So you first have to, we know it says it in here, he thinks it belongs to potassium. It does not belong to potassium. So your job is to figure out who it belongs to. What element does the atomic structure belong to? The atomic structure belongs to blank. Use everything we've talked about. Use your protons, use your neutrons, okay? Use your electrons. Figure out where this atom came from. Atomic number, atomic mass. And that's what you're going to put in for your evidence. And then you're going to write up your claim and your reasoning. Sorry, you're going to write your reasoning. And this is your benchmark. So it needs to be detailed. Use vocabulary. What identifies an element? Atomic number, atomic mass. How many protons? How many, whatever. Okay. I'm going to also link on the agenda the periodic table. You will always have access to a periodic table, so you don't need to be searching one. So I will link that. And that is your task. When you do not turn it in when you're done, because we're going to be self-assessing on Thursday and peer editing. Okay. But those, make sure you're using the how-to. Again, they're all linked here. And make sure you're providing detailed evidence and you're explaining it in your reasoning, and you provide vocab.